Yo, what is up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Alright, so I've just had to change the music because I realize sometimes that music may not be great for everyone else to listen to, right? You know, we've gotta cater for everyone, right? Let me just quickly though, because I don't have my camera on for the other one. Wow, you can tell a big difference when you have your green screen on. It covers up so much area, right? Wow. That's crazy. I never thought about that. Go get your haircut. Eat with family for your beat. Oh, dude, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, dude. Alright, I'm actually going to switch to the... You wouldn't need to have a green screen. Well, you can see like the top here, it cuts over the area. Usually the green screen's covering all this out behind me. Let me switch to this screen. There we go. I'm a lot smaller now, but this is the main reason. This is the main reason. This here. This beautiful, 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 beautiful light right here. That's what we're all here for. Just realizing I can't see certain things when I need to see them. I never thought about this. Again, this is where you mess with shit. And you're like, oh, I can't actually see certain things now. What we're going to do in the meantime, well, I'll quickly just fix that. It's going to take like 2 seconds to fix it. But in the meantime, we're going to kick off a Stream Raiders. Just in the meantime. Enemies will appear over time. Ooh la la. Do like those ones. Why is that cutting off so much there? Oh, because I haven't set up for this scene. Oh, mate, there's so much I haven't done for this scene yet. 1 second, chat. I'm just gonna make that a lot bigger, just so it can be seen. And then I need to bring it over a little bit to the left. Oh, I've messed up the scene so bad. There we go. Just until, there we go. That's it. That'll do. That'll do. That will do. Yeah, that'll do. Screw it. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. Done quite a bit of work since you last saw it. Yeah, it's been a pain in the butt for sanding. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably been like one of the most difficult sanding builds I've ever done. There's so much like trying to get it smooth onto certain areas. It's just been an absolute pain. I need to bring that over here. 1 second. I'm so sorry. I can't see this where I'm pointing with the camera. But I really can't see what I'm doing, so I need to bring it over to this screen. And also making sure that I can actually see chat. Alright, that'll do. So yeah, so we've got the I don't know what you call it, unicorn or whatever it's called. This has been done. I'm not happy with certain areas of it. Like here's quite smooth. When I flip it here, it got a little bit rough, and I might end up going in there again and re-smooth it. So like once we stuck it all together, then I'm probably gonna go along and re-smooth this. Just certain areas I'm not happy with. Like it came out pretty well, like there as well. I need to refix this bit here. I can do. Looks like like a seahorse, yeah. I mean, I could readjust that. So all we're going to do today is we're going to be sticking all this together. And if there's any sand or anything I want to go back and hit, then I know exactly where I need to sand it, where I need to make some slight alterations and stuff. It gets very difficult from when you got it all like this, as it is now, when it's all laying down. It gets very difficult to see where it's going. Like you can't really judge of like, cool, how much have I got to take this in by, or how much have I got to, you know, add a bit of extra foam onto certain areas to extend it. It gets quite difficult. So by putting it all together, it actually helps. One second, sorry, I just had to answer that. Yo, Fish, coffee, what up, homie? Oh, you got some cupcakes? Yo, Fish, thank you for the raid, man. Appreciate it, homie. How you doing? Yeah, let me just put that there. Please tell me I've got this scene set up properly. I'm gonna be really annoyed if I don't. Let's try it. This is where I don't have the scene set up. Guaranteed. Oh, thanks, OBS. You don't want to... yes. Let's try that again, shall we? Hey, it did work. I didn't even know I put that there. Just saying. Just saying. So it's coming along good, dude. How was your stream? How'd it go? Where'd you get up to? How was the seas? Coffee also, man. I want cakes. Send me cupcakes. Yeah. So obviously when you've got it into certain proportions, it's really hard to see like how much sanding you've got to do still in places. So your best bet at this point is, once you've done most of the sanding, then is to basically take it and put it together. And then you can basically judge, going, cool, I need to resand this a bit more and to thin this in, or I need to get some foam and actually extend some parts out, you know? It was pretty tame today. He was just doing a crazy bit of spice at the end, but overall very tame. I get that, dude. It was like that yesterday for us. I am really bright. My green screen isn't on, is it? Like the filter. No, it's not. I've just got to get some blinds. It's like I look at Two-Face like pasty. Not pasty. Pasty. Not pasty. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about today, by the way, guys. I've had a lot of coffee. A lot of coffee. Alright. So, first things first, what we need to do with all this is, not a lot of people do it this way, but it's something I like to do personally. I like to hit everything with the heat gun. Would you say if you look closer? Oh, did you stop vaping so the angle levels are higher? Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. So I like to hit everything with the heat gun straight away, not off the bat with, like, you know, once it's all stuck together, then heat blast it. I kind of prefer to do it straight away, because then it kind of like seals all the pores and it makes the glue for certain areas a lot easier to stick together and doesn't cause any like glue getting absorbed into the foam, and it could cause some issues later on down the line. I mean, that's what I've seen personally. Just gotta get that off. What the hell? It's got dust all over this. What the hell? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna quickly heat blast the entire list. This will literally take 10 seconds to heat blast the entire lot. Some of the parts are very small, but if I was to quickly put this together, let's backtrack 1 second. Let me backtrack for like a second here. What we're going to do is, I'm going to show you what it's going to look like on one side. Partially, if you can kind of see it from where it is. Let's have a look, shall we? So, that's your blade handle. Ugh. And I've cut out the grooves. Now, in the picture, that's actually a lot smoother than it, thinner than it's meant to be. But purely for the fact I want it to be stable and not break or anything by hand movements, I have made it a bit thicker than usual, but it works out well. Good amount. These seams you won't see, they'll be covered up in a second. But let's have a quick demo of what this area is going to look like. You're going to have, look at my template. That bit will be there. That bit will go like there. We'll just do this bit first, not the sword. And then this one, once I get my template up again, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. That one goes kind of there like that, which you can't see. God damn it. Like there, like that. And then what I've done is I've cut out some small of these cylindrical shapes, just so I can manipulate them the way I want them to go later on. Because they kind of look bone like enough, so they will do the job. Now I've done two of them because there's two in the picture. So what I'm going to do is probably cut one of these a little bit smaller. So like probably cut up to here, cut that one away. Same with this one, reduce this size, but always go extra when you're making these. Never go shorter than what you need. Reason is, if you go too short, you're going to be adding on top. Always go extra, you can cut away. It's a lot easier. So we'll go here. Obviously this is going to need to be cut. This bit I'm going to keep because I really like this. So what we're going to do is going to stick there like that. Kind of layered like that. So I need to cut like a direction there. And that kind of go there like that. And then that kind of go in there like that. So I always cut extra. But that gives you the rough of what the blade's going to look like for the handle. I've also messed up one little thing. It's meant to be that way around. Harry, what up, Hobie? How you doing? Looking good? Cheers, man. Yeah, so that's roughly how that's going to look. We've got to just resize some of these, cut away little bits we don't need. But that's fine. That's what I want. Then it comes to the blade. So we take them out of the way for a second. This blade has been a pain in the butt for sanding. So I've got grooves already cut out. It goes slots in there. It is going to require a little bit of force for me to get the bit stuck down, but it's not a problem. And then these bits here, in the reference images, they're kind of like jagged in areas, so I kind of went over, instead of a sanding tool, I kind of used like a box cutter. Which one of these? And I went in with very deliberately just doing like edges, just to kind of give it like that shape I wanted. Also, it's a very thin piece of foam, so it's really hard to sand it anyway. So that will go. You can see here as well, I've cut out a little triangle there that will perfectly fit into there, which brings the smoothness. And then that will go on there. Well, obviously it'll be a lot straighter than that once I've got it glued on. It'll be something like that. Something there. There is a way you can actually get around, like if you want to preview how it's going to look, if you get little pins and you just stick the pins into the foam of where you want it to be, that can work. The only downside to doing that is you're going to leave little holes on your foam prop. You can fill them in, it's not a problem. It's just I don't like to do that because I don't want to be having to do extra work on top of myself to go and get something done. I'd rather just do it in one go. Yeah, alright. Heat blasting time. And then once we've done the heat blasting, we'll use the Sharpie to basically mark out the areas of where I want to be gluing things together. And where I can use my old lovely glue to keep using it. Now, this is the same glue as using last time, by the way. And it still is watery as hell, which is what I wanted. So thank you so much for Evil Ted to giving a recommendation of putting your contact cement in one of these bottles. That's lasting a lot longer than it usually my other stuff does. So thank you so much. Heat blasting time. Let's do it. I probably will mute because it's going to be a little bit loud. So let me just get the headphones off and do it. All right, and I'm back. Yeah, I had to be a little bit careful there because I just realized the mat was getting very hot. Yeah, it's fine. All right, now. So I've put a heat gun. I don't know if you can see it or not. Probably not. But it's basically in the middle of the room. You need to be careful with them because they will be hot for quite some time. So when you finish with a heat gun, make sure you put it standing up, put it in the corner, away from everything, and just let it cool down. They all come with like a little clip on the bottom to stop them. All right. First parts we are going to be doing is, I think, the part that I'm most excited for. We're going to do the blade. Oh yeah. This is the part I'm looking forward to the most, doing this. So I've just got to get my registration marks and then we're good to go. Yeah, it looks about right. Cool. Obviously, sometimes you're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing because I have to bring it rather close to me to see as well. All right. Remember, when you're gluing, just use a scrap piece of foam. Just use a scrap piece of foam, make it into like a kind of like a sharp object. So I always just get like a square and then, or whatever shape you want to call it, and then just cut it. Basically, instead of using a paintbrush and just drawing paintbrushes, that is your brush. Just that. And that way, you're not just drawing paintbrushes, you're not wasting pieces of foam, because usually, excuse me, for something that small, you would have literally just thrown in a bin. So instead of throwing it in a bin, why not use it, right? Give me 1 second. Basically just getting my references properly, that I need to see exactly where it's going. Just want to get all my references. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. How long we got left in the Stream Raiders battle? 11 minutes. Right, that gives enough time to put some glue on, let it cement, then we can kick off for Stream Raiders. Cool, just inspecting some of the parts. You can tell the difference as well when you do heat it. It does make it a little bit shinier, which is easier for applying the paint and the primers later on. But you can tell the difference. Here's a piece that isn't primed, that heat treated, no shine on it, compared to this. Exact same angle, just closes all the pores. Let's get going. Let's do it. All right, how much do we need to do on this? Angling it up. Cool. One sec. My pen is. God damn it. Not what I wanted. Let's get a new Sharpie. No, I've had this Sharpie for so long. It'll do for now. Get very faint marks. Alright, let's give this a quick shake. And just pour some of this on. You don't need a lot. Like some people could usually, oh, you got to put loads on, man. So, you know, the more cement you put on, the better contact, right? Nah. As long as you've got enough, it's a super sick, like, instant cement this. Really good stuff. And the reason I like this new stuff as well is that because you always put the lid on, which I haven't done, doesn't actually give that much that smell, which some of the other ones do. Right, just to stop that from sticking on the fin, just gonna rest it on something else. The same on this one. If you've got any questions, guys, please feel free to ask. I'll try and answer everything I can. Also, who's looking forward to certain updates in Sea of Thieves? What do you reckon that skull means? You know? What do people reckon is going to be coming? I hope it's Stitcher Jim. Obviously, if you are insider, please don't say anything. This. I need a tad bit more. Have I tried the Insider? I don't play Insider, dude. Reason I don't play Insider is because I like to speculate on what's coming. You know, like to coming up with like little theories. You know, of like what's the potential of coming. All right, cool. I need a bit more there. But I've got quite a few people I know who do play Insider, but obviously I'll tell them don't tell me anything. Just quick glue this down. Alright, now that's going to take about between, say, 5 minutes to dry. Yeah, it's going to take about 5 minutes to dry. And then we can actually cement it. And obviously I don't want my scrap piece of foam to stick anywhere, so I'm just going to put that there. I can reuse that in a bit. That's a pretty cool way to play a game. Yeah, I love it. Like, I love the little teasers they give in the game. And then when, you know, they do like an announcement trailer, like of the skull, for example, that just came out. I love speculating of what can be coming out and speculating with the community as well. Like, the whole time for Reaper's Hideout, for example, I thought it was going to be a new fort. And then I thought maybe the pit that's in the middle will be, the fort is down there, so you have to go down there, actually complete the fort, and then use like a cargo carrier to bring up the loot that you've completed and won. Turned out it ended up being Reaper's Hideout, you know, for a brand new faction. I was completely wrong. But it got the mind flowing. And then what's the other and then the skull as well. I mean, if you become an insider, they would appreciate to help you find bugs and report it, because speculating a game is cool and all, but if you update the game while it's filled with bugs, it kind of ruins the vibe. Also, the rewards you get are pretty cool. So I've had a lot of people asking me, why don't I do Insider? My day job is QA testing. So the last thing I want to be doing is doing my day job, which is QA testing a game, to go to testing someone else's game and not getting paid for it, if you know what I mean. It's like my full-time job. I do like performance testing and stuff like that as well, so I'm very detailed testing. In specific kind of areas, and the last thing I want to be doing is testing someone else's game and not kind of getting paid for it, if you know what I mean. Like when I finish work, I kind of want to relax and play a game, not having to start testing another game for Insider. But the rewards are cool, don't get me wrong. I really love the rewards, and luckily a couple of people I sell with all have the rewards, so I get to see them as well, which I really love. Panda, hey, how you doing? That's actually the best argument you could have said. Exactly. I've had people asking me like, hey, why don't you do Insiders, man? Like, you'd be great for coming out with all these testing knowledge you got of like how to get certain bugs and everything. It's because it's my job. I don't want to be having to do my job all day, the amount of times I play Sea of Thieves as it is. Are you ready? Nope, you're not ready. And you're definitely not ready. All right, needs about another couple more minutes. So we're just waiting for this to dry. You can still see on here it's very shiny. Once the shiny is gone, then we'll be able to stick it together and it will hold a constant cement. The uni is looking good. What, university? Come on, fill up. So I'm just trying to fill my vape up. Yeah, so I mean, for me, I would actually make it. Aeromaniac, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you. I will kind of make it where I've had people disagree about me this, but I know a lot of people who play Insider. Oh shit, didn't want to hit that. Who literally will play Insider and not do anything. And as from like a QA perspective, you don't want that. Oh, the unicorn is looking good, Archers. You don't want that. You want to give like people an incentive to actually go in and break the game, find the bugs, and reward them for doing that. Some kind of ways you could do that is if people put bugs in and they happen to put a really good bug in, reward them, give them like a cosmetic, or give them some ancient coins, you know, give them a little something for it. Myro, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. That's one way you could do it. If like people put some really good bugs in and the devs go, wow, that was a good bug, give us some ancient coins. You know, it's a way of kind of like paying people to test the game on the Insiders as a reward on top of the cosmetics that they're already getting. Kind of like incentivize people, you know. Right, that is almost ready. But oh, that's a bit squidgy there. Okay, I think it's about a minute. Quit your job and work for Rare. You never know. You never know. You never know, right? You never know. I've ran big testing group sessions before in the past. You know, I've ran it with communities of 300 people. So, I mean, it can be done. Pick me your birthday and try and get to the rest of east of England, London. It all depends, Coffee, on a lockdown, right, homie? All depends on the lockdown. I have to be super careful with lockdown. Being partial to high risk myself, and both of my parents being high risk. So I just have to be careful in general. That's not saying you've got it or anything, but it's more of just a general. My mindset has to be a careful mindset. So if you're wondering what I'm keep doing every so often, is I'm just touching it. If it's dry and it's not wet, then it's good for being stuck together. But if it's a little bit wet, then I'll be like, okay, just gotta give it a little bit longer. But that feels good. Just give it a quick inspection. Alright, so you're just gonna lose me for like a second. You won't be able to see this because I just need to get these lined up perfectly. What the hell is that inside my microphone? Oh, okay. The touchy test, exactly. Panda knows, he's been in for a while watching these. Right, I want to get this way around. Oh, fuck you, stream raiders. So this is the only time you actually have to put a bit of brute force into this. It's got such a weird angle. Are you going to watch that content update video they drop? Yeah, every time a video drops, I always watch them. The moment I saw that the skull one that they just showed dropped, that's when I was like, brought up on the channel. We watched it together as a community. And then we went full speculation mode of what could it be? What could be going on? You know? All right, now. So there. Is that bit? But now I cannot. I have to stand this up to let that dry for a bit. So you can see it's on there. These seams, they look. Oh, obviously, once it's painted, you're not gonna see this. So I don't really care about. Oh no, it looks horrible there. Once it's painted, it's covered up. You won't see none of this. But this is gonna be one big sword. You got that bit there. Flick that. That goes on there. It's gonna be one fucking huge sword. So what I am gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to reinforce this. Looking at it, it's sturdy as hell. Like you can tell. Like, I can do this. Obviously, it's gonna be wiggly at the top. It always is. I'm talking about down here specifically. It's gonna need some reinforcement in there. So the way I'm going to reinforce that is once it's dried, and this takes up to 24 hours to fully cure the cement, so it'll hold really strong anyway. I'll just come in with this and basically just pour a tiny bit inside the gaps and just leave it and let it cement. And it'll kind of fill in the seams, but also reinforce the structure for certain areas. Not a lot though, just a little tad needs to be done. I'm happy with that. Also, I keep bending these because I need them to be straightened up. I'll just run a heat gun. Once the whole thing's made, I'll run a heat gun and really bend certain things into shape. That needs to sit out now for a bit. About it. I've got to find somewhere to stand this. Huh. And put it on top of my blade. There we go. You thought the phone was shiny versus a stripe of light coming through the window? Yeah. Something I can't really do about, man. How you doing, Abyss, by the way, buddy? Alright. So that needs to be... I'm going to give that like 20 minutes to fully cure. But in the meantime, let's kick off a stream, Raiders. Just hit it. Just been messing about with your CPU cooler? Oh, dude. Yeah, man, it's been a busy day. A bunch of sand in again. And now we're gluing. We gonna win this? Oh, fuck no. Oh, rip. Rip. We'll keep playing. We've got 2 retry tokens. I believe in us. We can do this. Come on. Exclamation mark Raiders if you want to take part. There'll be a link in the chat now. Drop some units down. Help us win these battles. Bring this big guy. Bring the big guns are coming out. Got to quickly bring this back up here so I can actually see the chat at the same time I'm reading it this way. OBS, why'd you do this? I need to fix you, don't I? Actually, I could just do this. That works. Going to try and get to SOT Fest next year. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to SOT Fest, man. I think it'd be a good idea to put it in the right way round at some point. I feel you in that, dude. I feel you in that. Like, you know, the stuff I've recently just had to go through all my PC, and yeah, I don't ever want to touch that PC again, like taking it apart. I don't ever want to do that again. All right, let's crack on. Let's crack on. And this bit here, this is for the entire blade stand here. So I'll go onto there. Now in the picture, obviously it's a little bit flatter, so I'll just use the glue to hold it down a little more flatter. But once it's here, I could bend that down a bit more. It's not a problem, it's easy to do. But I want to give that some more time to cure the cement. I'm not trying to cause tension on anything. Actually, that's quite flat. If I lay that there like that, it works out kind of well, and it adds tension to that part where I want it. Next part we're going to work on is we're going to work on the bottom of the handle. So, which is where we need this bit here. Just get my reference to image to that point there that I need. I need that reference point. There we go. Not that. There we go. All right. So, here's a handle, and this bit bends in a lot more than I thought it was. So what I'll do is just hold it there for a second. I can go get my heat gun as well and reheat this, so it'll take me 2 seconds. That'll do. Gives me a little bit more curve. I need to cut a straight section here so it's more flat, because obviously I've sanded this bit here and it makes it a little bit awkward to stick. So I'm just going to cut it nice and flat, stick it onto that, and then we can actually build the curve. So it'll go here, here, shorten this one. Where's that curve? There, that's there. We'll cut that back here, and we'll use this piece. It's got to come in the same shape as the handle. So we're going to have to cut quite bits. Let's get cutting. Always make sure your blade is sharp when you're doing these. So you can get those nice good cuts. Obviously I can tell my blade's really sharp because it's just gone straight through the mat. So I want to neaten this up. I want to give this kind of a zigzag on the end, just to make it look like bone. There we go, that's more flat. Perfect. Just what I wanted. But I also just noticed that pointy bit isn't sticking out, it comes like there. Alright, easy. This is why you always go excess on your phone. Always build more than you need. If you get the measurements down to precise measurements, then GG, but I always go extra when I need to do things like this. Yep, and I can bend that bit right there. Perfect. Yep. But what I want to do is, yeah, that's fine. Now very quickly, what was my top bit? That was my top. That goes there. That goes there. And then this bit can be curved a lot more around once it's stuck. Let's stick these bits for now. Put some on, close the lid. Always close your lid straight away with these. Clean up any bits I left. There we go. So I do have a new lovely miracle. What's it called? Miracle. What? Glue. Actually, not glue. More like remover. Yeah, it is remover. So any adhesive that I get anywhere I don't want it to use, I've got this remover now that it will basically lift up the glue straight away within seconds. But it is very toxic. So when I'm using it, I have to be in the garden. I have to have my respirator on, because this shit literally got so much fumes that even my respirator can still kind of smell it. So I just have to be very careful with it. Any mistakes, I can just use that, rub it off, start again. But I don't want to, because it's fucking smelly. Alright, we literally just got to wait for this to dry before we can do anything else. 1 second. My chatbot seems to be not working. Oh, what is going on with this? 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 second. My chatbot decided to not just update any text then. Oh, come on. What are you doing to me? Goddamn game. Danny, hey, how you doing? Now I can actually see chat properly. It's updating. What the hell is going on? Watch my thumb? Yeah, always be careful with your thumb. Yeah, so my other previous blades, they have an auto retractor. So if I'm not holding a button, they'll retract. This one though, it locks into place. So if you are using something like a box cutter, be very careful. Please be careful. Sometimes you do have to cut like towards yourself a little bit, but if you can, try and cut away. And that can be awkward. What do the channel points do? Well, if someone wants to demonstrate what a channel point does in this channel. Not just yet though, let me refresh the source, because now my luck I've broke it. Cool, now you can. Actually, I'll kick one off. So we've got a little
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh god almighty. And we have a Joe. Toasty. And we've got a Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
How does everyone find the Joe one?
Oh my.
I actually think the Joe one's probably the funniest one right now, considering it's Joe Neat. What about the most expensive one? Well, that is the clones, and that is saved. There is a reason behind this. It's because of Toe Jam. Toe Jam actually refers to be as clones, and it kind of stuck. So I was just like, I'm gonna make a bloody channel point for it. Joe needs to do the classic hand movement. It's really hard though, Danny. So I had 4 different takes of Joe doing like different things when he pops up. But when you're trying to green screen it, it's really hard to do. That's why I just prefer to do this with Joe. Very basic, very simple, but it's actually hilarious when Joe comes up. And if you guys want to save those channel points for Sea of Champions this weekend coming, so sorry, next weekend, do it. Do it, I dare ya. Because what would be funny as well, if we get in to the finals of Sea of Champions, and then Joe Neat happens to be watching and my stream comes up, Joe Neat just sees like, wait, that's me, what the fuck? Well, Sea of Champions is a community run event where basically they put on contests for Sloop Arena or Galleon Arena in NA or EU. This one's the EU tournament coming up, and it's basically just a full-on PvP. Whoever wins proves they are the best. Like, you got another tournament called the NAL as well. I haven't been in the NAL yet. I do plan to go into it soon. To apply to be in that one. But right now, excuse me, I got hiccups. I'm already in the Sea of Champions. If you do !SOC cells, there is a cells that I own and other people who have won Sea of Champions that Rare put in game for us. So there is only currently 26 people out of the entire Sea of Thieves community who own the cells. And this is where Danny goes show off. This is the final number, Danny. That is the final number. It was originally 8 people on the day of release, and then they got their staff members and people who have also won Sea of Champions. They originally wasn't going to do it for like certain events, but they was like, you know what, let's give it to people who have basically won Sea of Champions, right? And then the people who won the first ever Sea of Champions as well, they didn't get the cells, and then, you know, they should have, and then eventually they got it as well. So that's why the number kept going up and up and up. Right, one second, I just need to see the references for which sides that got to be on. It's got to be on that side, cool. Yeah, I mean, they're complete within their right though, like 100%. They won Sea of Champions at the end of the day, you know. But just saying, 3 times champion right here. Right, so that's the first part on. So this is what I'm talking about. This glue, by the way, like. Usually the other glues don't do that initial contact. Now that is stuck on that. I'm trying to rip this. Like, that's not coming off. That's why I love this contact cement so good. Alright, so that's that bit on. Now, I need to adjust how much I'm going to be taking off. I want to keep this curve here. I really like this curve. What about the cap stand then? Or that always a prize. So the cap stand was so I take it you talk about the obsidian cap stand, right? The obsidian cap stand was the prize for that for each different tournaments. You know, sometimes it wasn't a prize. Other times it was. So like, you know, the prize was for the sloop one was the obsidian capstan. That was the prize for that tournament. And in the other one, it was a set of equipment from Razer as well, by sponsors. I don't think the first ever Sea of Champions had any sponsorship or anything like that. So it's just like that's why there's no prize, because there was no sponsorship prize, no nothing back then. Like, you can't blame the Sea of Champions guys when they literally had nothing to give. Ugh, I need them. I was literally getting confused with my scrap pile. This one's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, so I need to shrink this one down a lot more. I kind of want to keep this one because I like it. So the measurements ain't going to be exactly on, but yeah, they ain't exact. They ain't exact. The thing when you're taking something from a game and then you're trying to build it, the measurements are never going to be exact. Right, I need to cut this with a diagonal. And there we go. There it is. Lovely, easy. Obviously, once I put this bit on here, I'm going to need to recut this bit here so it forms into the handle a bit more. But that's for another time, for another sec. Let's just start gluing. literally don't even need a lot, just a little tab. And a little tab. Right. So with these parts, usually you could just go and do, you know, gluing all of it in one go and just let it dry in one big part, but I literally just leave it. I'll either do like in sections that I know exactly what I'm working with. Just put that there. How did you get with the seahorse? It's currently just drying right now. It's right here. Wait, I might be able to move this up. There you go. It's stuck to the sword. Are you gonna bend the bottom piece more? You mean this bit here or this bit here? If you mean this bit, yeah, it's gonna be bent. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna stick this bit on first, get my heat gun, and reshape it. So it takes 2 seconds to just get this little curve here, so it becomes more here. No, but I'd rather do it once the piece is stuck on. Just give it some time, you know, to just take its shape. But I'm looking at the reference images, and it seems to be kind of okay on the reference. But that could always change. Yeah, Danny, if I ever said I'm going to be sanding anything like this again, please slap me. I am never doing something like that again. Fuck that noise. I never want to sand anything like that again in my life. Because that honestly was the worst one to ever do. But I never want to do that again. Keep pressing the wrong button. Slap social distance, yep. Oh yeah, Panda. The loveliest thing I love about foam. So even if I was to stick this, you know, there now, and I didn't like the shape of it, I could heat blast the entire lot and then just bend it to whatever direction I go, even as a solid object. Even with this would take a lot of heat blasting, but if I went to bend this, then I could just bend it, you know. That's why I love working with foam. If you work with anything like 3D prints and stuff like that, they have to be precise. Foam, you can manipulate the crap out of it. Put that there for a second. That's why I love working with this stuff. Sticking this together, I just have to put a little bit of brute force into certain areas, just so it takes, because it's got some weird angles for the contacts are meant to be touching down. And if you can see, like in the reference picture as well, it's probably a bit too small there, but it's kind of like a bone, so it has to have a gap in between these. And obviously I'll get like a little sander and I'll just quickly get into here just to make them a little bit more even, but that's coming up really nice. Once that's glued as well down and dried, and then I can heat blast it and reform the shape of whatever I want it to be. Yep, I want that to be there like that. That's perfect. Oops. Gotta be quick with this one because it's gonna get everywhere. And lift. That's what I love about this, because it's been kept in that jar, sorry, in a container. It's still very wet, so it's more like I can easily manipulate where I want the contact cement to go. The previous stuff I was using, when it gets dry, it's really horrible to work with. It comes like a just what's the word I'm looking for? Very, it's just hard to manipulate in general. Yep, contact cement is now in a squeaky bottle. Yeah. I just need to lift this up so it doesn't touch the other stuff. So put that there. Brush on that, and then same with this, and same with that one there. Yeah, gummy. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking at. So I've just put all my contact cement in here now, and I don't know if I can get it close enough, but it's still watery, like the way you want it to be, because you're stopping the air from getting to it straight away. So it's actually really useful. Like Evil Ted, I saw his channel. I've been following him for ages, and I never realized why he did this. Like, why did he put it into a bottle? It just never sunk into my head of why would he do it. And then after watching one of his videos, someone asked him on his live stream, go, why do you do this? And he explained it. It basically stops the air from getting in there. Whereas if you've got the other containers, there's always pressure building from these bottles, of like from the cement itself. So he's just like, if you got a tin, you put a tin lid back on, the pressure's going to build and just take the tin off. Previously in my streams, you've heard that pop sound. It's like, what the fuck was that? The tin opening. This stuff, it just doesn't open up. It's literally stuck. I don't have to worry. There's a little bit of pressure every so often, so all I do is just push it back down. And it's lasted a long time, right? When did we do the other stream? It's been about a week ago, and it's still watery. I've got some thinner as well, which if that does ever gloopify up, I can just put some thinner into it. "100% that abyss." Like being able to, so you saw how I was doing it last time. I was going into the pot, digging deep into the pot, bringing out a big chunk, and I'd have too much and I have to take it off. That whole time that pot's being left open to do that. Whereas this, I actually could just apply on, squeeze whatever I need. If I need more, I just squeeze more on. That's a really good fit, man. I've got 4 of these bottles just in case if, you know, this one ever does go wrong, or if I can't reuse the bottle, then I've got another one. But I'm going to try and clean it first before I decide to start using a new bottle. I'd rather reuse materials than actually have to use a new material. That's why I've got the thinner. So once I'm finished with this bottle here, once I'm finished with it, I'll put the thinner in there, give it a good clean out, and see if that can actually clean it. If it does it, fantastic, I'll reuse the bottle. If it don't, then I'm going to have to think of probably a new solution. Right, about a minute on that. And about the same on that. No, I got a pack of these bottles on Amazon for like 4 of them for a $5. So they're not expensive at all. I just don't like wasting materials. That's why you see, like, I've got a huge just box full of scrap foam. I don't throw foam away. You never know when you need, like, you know, even these. I'm not gonna throw these. These are staying. You never know when you might need like a nice cylinder shape for something, so I might be able to cut that up for another cosplay and then stick them in certain parts of a cosplay. You never know. I always try and reuse materials. Like this one, this will be thrown. That's just too small to work with. I have got a pile that, you know, that's gonna be thrown. One piece is gonna be kept. It's the only downside about working with foam is that none of the materials are recyclable. I'd actually really like it if this stuff could be recycled in some shape or form. Like, you know, like metal can, you know, metal can be repurposed, melted down and into something else. I wish foam could have that same property, but sadly it don't. That's why I try and use as much foam as I possibly can, so I'm not just throwing waste of foam away. Alright, exactly. There we go. So yeah, now I've got the rough shape of how I want it to be. Once that's cemented more, I can then bend this bit in a bit more, and then at the same time, bend these out. They're gonna have to glue. That's a good point. Whereabouts do they glue onto that? So is it dead center? It is dead center. So you're gonna be there, and you're gonna be about there, but then I have to reshape it to bring the curve in more. And how far are you from the handle? You're about there, so I need to cut about that much away. Nice straight line. This is where it comes in handy with this stuff, that it's literally got, because it's so flexible as well, you could literally stretch it just a little bit. I could put this into dead center now, which is roughly about there. And then I can kind of bend this into the shape I want it to be. Maybe about there. So that's how it's kind of gonna look. Buttercream icing. Oh, I love buttercream icing. Yeah, that's how it's roughly gonna look. I know this proportion here is a lot smaller than the actual image, but the only reason I've done it in a different proportions in certain areas, these are very thin in the actual image, and in foam, when this is really thin, it's gonna break so easy. Like, it will literally just wobble about. If I can get something like this, it's just gonna wobble, and I don't want that. I want it to be kind of has some sturdiness to it, so if someone, for example, whoever wins this, it drops, they're gonna be safe that nothing's gonna break off. You know, sometimes you can't make everything 100% accurate. You have to take little bits of sacrifices of certain things. What I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to just measure up the center and just basically paint where I need the center to be. About there. Cool. And then next piece is going to go about there. Yeah, I'll kick you off, Stream Raiders, don't you worry. Ugh. One second, just want to draw this on first. There we go. This music's really chilled, I like it. Got the right scene up? I have. Oh, 10 to 25, come on. Come on. You got this, homies, you got this. 9, come on. 9 to 15, 9 to 14. Sir Kane with the most kills, 10 kills, 11 kills. Look at him, he's on a kill streak. Come on, 12 kills. Sir Kane's got this. He's kill-tacular, most assists. Sir Kane as well. Oh my god, he's got this. Look at that. Go for the final blows. That's it. GG's. Here you go. GG, homie. Right, let me just click this. Get us on to the next battle. Start the battle. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What can I put down? I'm gonna put him down. There we go. Sen! What up, homie? How you doing? How you doing, brother? Alright, now we've got those. I need to now just put some contact cement down. Alright. Remember what I was saying about sometimes when you're using old bits of foam, the glue provides on the end? That's basically what would happen to the glue inside the bottles. It would just become a gloop. You don't want that. So I'm just gonna grab a new piece for spreading right now. So I've got hiccups. I need a drink. And the good news is I got Pepsi Max again, y'all. It's back. Oh. Sen is Kaida having fun. Damn it, Joe. Coke is back. Get a bit. She logged, too tired. Oh man, I saw you guys were hunting kegs, right? Megs. Oh man, I hope Fox is having fun though. Right, I'll just quickly put these on. Not a lot. Don't need a lot. Literally, that will do for that bit. That will do for that bit. That one and that one. Give me 1 second, chat. I need to kind of work fast with this, so I won't be able to see for a second. I'm gonna work a little bit fast with this stuff. Make sure it's spread evenly and that there's no gloops. Perfect. I need to rest that on so it don't fall to the floor and stick on there. There's that one. And same again, just spread that around nice and evenly, nice and quick. Really don't need a lot of this stuff. Alright, now I have to give that a total of 3 to 4 minutes. It wasn't been done correctly. Cool plan, just no one knows the concrete info. I get that, I get that. It's something I'm really hoping with, what's it called, in private servers. Like, they'll give an ability to say, like, we don't want skelly ships to spawn, we don't want anything else to spawn. Say you just want pure megs to spawn, and you want to increase the spawn rate of megs. Hey, that'd be kind of cool. Like, that'd be kind of cool if you like, hey, we want to have a complete meg fest, you know, just chaos. You get obviously get no accommodations, no rewards from it. But say if like increase meg spawn rate by 100%, like have 2-3 megs attacking your fleet at the same time. My lord, that would be chaos and fun at the same time. I'd totally be up for that. Two megs at once, mate, that would be so fun. I would also have it on the private server's ability to change the meg's health back to the Hungering one, the first meg, like when the first meg came out. That health, that aggressiveness, oh, times that by 3 of them at the same time. Oh la la, yes please. Right, this is almost dried. Remember chat, one of the rules, what is it? If it's shiny, we don't want it. And that is a little bit shiny still, so we can't use it. Alright, let me have a quick look at this. I'm just getting reference images still, so I'm just like seeing what do I need to change, what do I need to update a little bit on. Also, there's a little something I am going to do is the to my Star Wars helmet that I'm currently making as well, is on the front of the helmet. I might do it now actually. Once this bit's dried, I'm gonna do it on the helmet. If it's shine, it's fine. Lol. So something I'm gonna do on the Star Wars helmet that I'm making for Squadrons when that comes out. On the sides of it, it's got the Rebellion logo on it. Now on the front of the visor, like the top bit here, the mohawk part, they call whatever they call it, is I am gonna have the Reaper's Bones Emissary logo, like the flag. You know where it's the symbol for chalice. I'm gonna have that on top of it. So I'm paying, you know, because our squadron, that me, Beardley, and Bunny, and a couple of others who will be playing squadrons, we are known as Reaper Squadron. Kind of a little homage to Sea of Thieves, you know, because Sea of Thieves is always going to be our main game, but we want to play Star Wars. So we're going to be like, we are Reaper Squadron. Oh, sorry, Reaper's Blade as well, as we're known as now. I need to keep these out of the way. I need those. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Couple more minutes. How many people could play in a squad? I believe it's 4 players, Danny. Yeah, 4. 4 to a squad. So obviously there'll be nights where the others won't be on as well, and I'll be playing it. So like I'm pretty much sure there'll always be room. Need to remember you put flight stick. I've luckily got my flight sticks literally just down the corner here, always ready whenever I want to play any flight simulators. And one thing I've actually realized is because of how my desk is set up now, I can actually move things around. Did you take the pop filter off your mic? No, I've never had a pop filter on my mic. Is my microphone being weird? And bits, every time you make me feel like I've broke something. I had to just double check my voice then. It's probably because I'm being all the time. And I have got the microphone a lot closer to me. Like it's never really this close to me, dude. I've usually got it about that from me, but I can't have it right now like that because it's hitting into my monitor. Or a bit moist. Whoa. Yeah, it could be because I've got my microphone a little bit too close to me. Small desk problems, small room area problems. Oh well. Hey, as far as I care, as long as you can hear me, meh. Right. I have a bit of paper. Now put a bit of paper there. Just put a sock over it. No, I want to actually get a cover for this as well at some point. Shit, is that? Wait, It is that way. Okay. Now the reason I've got a piece of paper here is that basically it won't stick to the paper, so it's not hitting the contact cement. I want to make sure this bit's down first, and then I can remove that, lift it at the same time, and now glue it. Just give it a little twist, just to make sure it's cemented down. And there is your handle. That actually feels really good. That actually feels really good. So probably some of the adjustments that I'm going to do is get the heat gun, heat form around this area here, and just bring that in a little tiny bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And it'll be okay. Shyhawk just placed an epic barbarian on a battlefield. Thank you, Shyhawk. Alright. These little details here, we're going to stick these on last. This is the last part to stick on, so we're not in rush to do those. Let's have a look at this. Looking good, looking good, looking good. It's got a bit of flexibility to it. The only thing I'm going to have to potentially do is reinforce it a little bit with some contact cement. Once it's fully dry for 24 hours, then I can come in there, put some little tiny bits of gaps just to reinforce it. But overall, I mean, I'm putting that now. I'm actually putting some force behind it and it ain't coming off. So we'll do a job. But now it's the fun part of putting the blade on. Oh, I'm looking forward to this bit. Does anyone else get like this? You know when you're in the final goal and you can see it all coming together and you get excited? This is me right now, getting excited. So I just need to quickly mark this up. So the center has to be within the handle. So about there. Behave yourself, phone. What are you doing? Thank you. Just trying to line this up with where I want to be cementing. There is bits. This is a bit smaller actually to the handle. Ow! Just hit myself in the head with it. Okay, I can readjust that later on. I'd rather glue it down now and readjust it after. I've got my beginning and I've got my end. So let's get contact cement in. We're in the final parts and I'm loving it. Always put your lid back on. Once you finish with the cement, put it back on straight away. I try to be a little bit careful here because I don't want to go over the lines. I want it to be kind of perfectly so I don't have to go in with the cleaner after. Just trying to make sure I cover all of the areas that I need to cover. So obviously you can't see right now because I need to be very precise here. Got that little tiny bit, don't need that, that's a bit too much excess. Alright, I need to put a tad, just a tad, on the end. Perfect. We go to this, do this one. As always, if you're going to be working with this stuff, make sure you've got loads of ventilation. Open your windows. If you have to work in your room, obviously, if you can go outside, do it outside. But if you open your windows up, have your fans on, point your fans towards the window, keep everything ventilated. This stuff isn't as bad as the previous stuff I've used, but it still has a little bit, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Always improving the formula, which I really like. Alright, that's now got to sit for a couple minutes. So we're going to put that bit out there so it don't stick, and then that bit out there so they don't stick together. Onto my table. We're almost there. We're almost there. Final reach. Excuse me. What's everyone's plans tonight and what's everyone up to? What's everyone going to be doing? No idea. I think Beardley's on right now. I think he's playing Sea of Thieves, ain't he? He is. What's he doing? Oh, he's playing arena with his SOC team. Oh. Oh. You just got some Pepsi Max. Nice. So we'll just go in there and stream snipe him later. If you're lucky, I'll watch your tactics, Beardley. Once the stream's done. Alright. Make sure this is all ready. Up and running. Ready for when I have to push that button. I'm really happy with this handle. Came out really well. But it's very smooth. What's my plans? Finish this. Have a shower. I'm not sure actually what I'm gonna do after, if I'm honest. Like, I was planning to do this stream a lot earlier for building this, but I got held back. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I have no idea yet. Fishing loot haul? No. Get in the bin right now. That ain't happening. I mean, it will happen in the future, but not just yet. I mean, so 20 hour fish stream. Fuck that. No way. When it comes to the colors of this sword, it's only 2 colors. So what I'm probably gonna do is I might only end up painting the gold on stream. Because I could literally just paint blast the entire sword, because it's one color for the entire sword, like whole base. So I could put the primer on and then come over with the base color, get that fully on there as well, and then just probably do a painting stream. The thing is, there isn't really that much to paint, right? It's just part of the figurehead, and the handle's got like 1, 2, 3 areas for painting. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a painting stream for this. Oh well, I am gonna do those while that's drying. Very quickly, I'm just gonna get the Reaper's Bones Emissary logo onto the helmet, which roughly works out to be about that. So let me see if I can quickly just now show this on stream. WMD. I don't think I have to check I've got it. So there's the Reaper's logo. Ugh, sunshine. Sunshine will do. That is literally the Reaper's logo. For Chalice. I'm just gonna quickly, very, very quickly, just engrave it into the helmet. You get a cut or what, you fucking bastard? There we go. So that's the logo now cut in to the helmet. So I've got the Rebellion helmet, a part of it, the Rebels, and I've got the Reaper's logo on there. Once I heat gun this, that's gonna pop the pores exactly like these, so it'll be really easy to see. But we'll do that in a second. I want to get this Ferryman stuck together now. Still planning the tournament, but it's going to be proper brutal. Whoa. How are you doing? Alright, that still needs a couple more minutes to dry. So while that's drying then, I'll quick get a heat gun. So apologies, you are going to hear this. It's going to be pretty loud. Only for like a second. Mario, what up, homie? How you doing? Fucking headphones. I need to get a haircut. And there you go. Now we've got the Reaper's Chalice on the Rebel helmet. Job done. So I mean, I could have used a different Reaper symbol, but I really like the flag one, so I thought I'd just go with that. You know, when we play Star Wars Squadrons, we'll have homage towards Star Wars and a bit of Sea of Thieves. Nice. Put it on my head. Just fucking done me here. It's fucking hot wearing it. Alright. Oh, it's got like one little squishy bit there, so I'm gonna have to leave that for like another minute. That's almost ready. Actually, I might be able to do it now. Alright. Like this. It's time to stick this bad boy together. I'll make sure I've got to line these up first. Gotta redo one part, that's all. They're sticking down. Just the front part needs to be... Oh, maybe not. I'll actually get away with it. I think I might just go away with that. So I need to reheat the part just to straighten this up. But let me bring out a bigger camera so you guys can see. Here we go. So there's just still obviously I need to put these bits on. Just these two bits here, not that. I need some room. So it's taking up too much room now. Whatever, just go down there. Alright, so now all I've got to do is left is move that out of the way. Keep that for later. I need to put that's the wrong one. Luckily I numbered these up. One, cool. Two goes on the other side. So that needs to go on there like that. Very quickly get me Sharpie out. Works out. Nice. Right, we are literally in the final parts now of this. We need to cement this bit. And then that bit there. Too much. I hate using fiddly small bits. I need a tad bit more. Not a lot, just a little drop. I'll go stream raiders for a minute. Oh shit. Yeah. Tiny bit more. Perfect. Let it dry for a sec. And let's kick off a Stream Raiders. Stream Raiders! Let's go. Hit it. Da, 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 da. Oh, we've got this. Look at that. 30-7. Nice. This, GG. Boss battle. Oh god almighty, there's so many units. What levels are they? Level 20? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh. This is gonna be fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun, right? Now I could just go through and do both sides at once here. But I don't want to rush it. Very shaky. But these are not meant to be for like hitting anything, you know? They are literally purely for just show and for photo shots. So you can get like good photos with them, but don't go around swinging them or anything like that, or you're going to end up breaking anything. If you break it, that's your fault really, whoever wins this. Don't build them with any steel rods in the middle of them. Oh fuck, I just dropped something. Do you want to drop that? There we go. I can literally see it now. Someone's gonna be like, "Oh man, the thing you made, it broke. Did you hit someone with it?" Yeah. That's kind of your fault. I can see it happening. All right. Reason it's shaky as well, from what I'm noticing, is because of the gap here between the mouth is. It's basically, that's where it's wobbling when I put some force onto it. So I need to try and maybe put something in the middle that's to reinforce it a little bit. I could do. Or I could just leave it. Let's do the other side. Sometimes you have to go a little bit of freehand just so you know where exactly you got to be gluing. Let's do it. Come on, guys. We're in literally the final parts now. I'm excited. Do you want to drop that big glue there? There we go. So I think the next one I'm gonna build, by the way, is the Reaper's Heart Cutlass. As in, I really like the look of that cutlass. Mainly for the paint job, if I'm honest, because the paint job for the Reaper's Heart, it looks really nice. Like that red, it just stands out so much that it really looks so powerful as well for that red. So I'm gonna start blueprinting that up to. I might do it today. Actually, might start blueprinting out today. Yeah, it does look like a nice sword. I've literally got to set that to dry for a bit. Overall, I'm really happy with this. Oh, except for that little bit there. Notice the eyes are not opening properly. There we go. So also there was a little thing I learned from watching a couple of other streamers that people have been using the product as well. I was going to use foam clay to model this. Like once I've done as it is now, I was going to put foam clay on top of it to then basically smooth out areas, bring it up in areas, whatever I need to do. Now the reason why I'm not doing that is, after reading some people, what they're saying is that if the foam clay gets wet in any way, it will literally start to ruin the foam. Like this foam, if you get this wet, it's fine. It's foam clay in general. If you get that wet, it can start to have some effects on it from what I've been reading. And once obviously you could protect it with paints and stuff and stop it from happening, but it's just that 1% chance of a piece of paint chips away or a crack forms or whatever may be the case and water gets into there, it could cause so many problems down the line. I was like, rather not take that risk right now with it, considering. But we've literally just got to wait for this to dry now. I would have to say this Ferryman Cutlass build has been probably the most challenging crafting build I've done in a long time. Like mainly for this figurehead alone has been the most challenging one I've ever done. And Yeah, I don't want to do it again. I really don't want to do it again. Yesterday I filled someone, hosted them, then subbed to them all at the same time. They were so confused. Yeah, that could get confusing. Yeah, we're almost done. Just gotta wait for this to just. Oh, that's almost ready, but this ain't. So that's still shiny. Bring it a little bit closer to the camera. That's still a bit too shiny to be put down on the cement. Just give it about another 2-3 more minutes and it will dry out more. And then it should be okay to cement onto this. Yeah, almost. Just make sure this lid's on secure. There we go, that is now on there secure. Gotta keep this lovely contact cement. Oh, gotta keep it lovely watery. So we're keeping it in a bottle. We're keeping it in a tin anymore. That can get very bad very quick. Right, it's just that tiny bit there, like one little tiny bit that's just a little bit too wet right now. I could speed it up. I could get my heat gun out and just speed that tiny bit up, but I don't want to. I like using this kind of time to basically chat to everyone, see how everyone's doing, and then we can stick it down when it's ready. All right. I really like these tunes right now. So literally, that's just that time I was just saying then. It's now become fine to use. So let's stick this down. I can't believe this is the final bit. This is literally the final piece. That is the Ferryman Cutlass. Now all done. Now we just need to go into painting, which will be not today. It's got a lot of weight to it. A lot more than I thought it was going to have, if I'm honest. Let's switch to a bigger camera. There we go. So here's the sword. Now the cuts, I will do those in a bit. I can actually do those now. Actually, give me 1 second. Let's switch back to that camera. Yeah, I usually like to do those. I can do those cuts now. Fuck it. Takes 2 seconds. Here's a bit of paper I need to use for my reference. What we'll do is. There's only one cut on this whole sword, by the way. Like literally one tiny bit cut, where the sword's taken damage. Which I'm really surprised. I'm surprised there isn't more. So what I'll do is put this on back on here. Rough idea of where I need to make the cut. You don't need to do it back on both sides, you can just do it on one. Straighten out. Go straight through the phone. Straight down. So there's that bit cut out, and now we've got a little bit of a curve on the end of one of them, so let's go with the curve. Need a bigger blade. And that is the cut. Literally, that's it. Simple as that. I'm done. I'm just gonna quickly look at the reference to see if there's any actual little dents or anything inside the whole thing. I don't think there is. I literally think at the entire sword in general, there is no dents, no cuts, like nothing breaking. But I've got a big super reference picture as well, which really does help. And it's a very, very clean, like, build in general. Yeah, there's no like little damage details, no nothing I need to do except for that one cut I've just done. Alright, that is kind of crazy. I can't believe we've done it. That's it. So we'll start off from the top. There's the damage details. This is a really good build. Yeah, this was a really good build. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can see the eye details. So that's where I need to like point in, raise it a little bit with just a little tiny bit of foam. Those are really easy to do. This honestly was a pain in the butt to do. I'm not gonna lie. Now do it all again with metal. I would love to go back to doing metal stuff. It's been so long since I've actually been to doing any blacksmithing. I'd love to go back and do some. But if I'm honest, I don't have the patience doing blacksmithing. Like, I just don't have the patience to do it. Like, it could take so long to get the metal to be the way you want it to be, and I just don't have the patience for it. Whereas foam, I can do it pretty quick. All right, just quickly checking a couple of things out on this. Sword's huge. So if we were to get a reference of how big this sword is, luckily I've got my mat table here that can tell me. So this mat table, you can't tell right now because the camera angle, but this whole mat table is, this entire table is 57 centimeters for the entire green mat table. So we've got there 57 plus, I have got a tape ruler here. This will help. The entire measurements. Exactly 76 centimeters. Now, if I go to my references that I made from when I was making this, let me see what the number I wrote down. Let me just find my sketchbook of where I've wrote stuff down for the numbers. There we go, template details. So the entire sword is 76 centimeters. I put, for the entire fin, I put 73 centimeters. I was off. I didn't account for the thickness of this bit here. I never accounted for this. 1 second. I think I fucked up. One second, just checking references. Yeah, okay, I did fuck up. So, the part I fucked up on is this whole bit here. You see how it's curved going up here and it's flat here? But it's meant to be the other way around. I stuck it upside down. Fuck's sake. So I've stuck that upside down. That's the only thing I've done. But luckily, I've got some remover that will instantly take the glue off and allow me to restick it. But I have to do it outside. You did a good job. It's been a really good job, except for the part I've just messed up. So yeah, I have got some spirit remover. Just means you got your own spin on it. True, but that's why my measurements are not lining up. So that's why it's 70, a little bit over. Have I used the remover before? Yes, and it is very, very smelly. It's hard to sand, Danny, when it's at its current position. As it is now. So all I'm gonna do is just get the remover, put the remover inside here, literally just drip it in. Takes about 5 to 10 minutes for the remover to do its job inside here to that seam. Same in here, and then I have to fully dry it and then come back in again and just basically re-glue it. So that would take probably about an hour to redo this bit here because of the remover. Ball bags. Yeah, see, it's the thing about contact cement. Once this stuff is on, it's on. So I need to use a remover. Yeah, alright, that's not a problem. Easy fix. Easy fix. I'm blaming Danny for this one. I'm just gonna blame Danny. Or, you're right, like Smithfire said, I could just make it my own unique version of it. I mean, it does look nice. It does feel good as well. Like, my god. Let's go back to this camera. Like, it's really bloody good. Yes, blame that guy, Danny. Wait. So I mean, from like the reference pictures as well, like I did say that from behind, I needed 10 centimeters on either side for the unicorn, for this figurehead to come through. When you're looking at the blade, it actually works out to be 10 millimeters. So if I get my ruler, my measurement table, it should be 5 millimeters. That size fine. And that size fine. Yep. Booyah. I'm happy with that. So now we can do this. Ah. No. just dropped my vape from my keyboard. Not what I wanted to do. That's why we got this now. Oh, yeah. So, side by side, they're a lot. The Ferryman's a lot bigger. Like, so that's the blades matching. And the Ferryman still got a little bit more extra on top of it. So let me just stack the swords up of what we've got so far. So here's all the swords we've got so far. All the swords. That one there. That one there. And then put that one there. Switch to this camera. Hope for the best. And you gotta think that with normal swords, that hilt would normally be flat underneath like that and rounded at the top for better deflection. Yep. I mean, I was just trying to make it as what it is like in the picture, but obviously I messed up one part. But I might end up leaving it. So 2 more to go, potentially. Will I paint the sword in a silver color? Nope. It's gonna be as it is in the reference image. So I need to like get the exact color it is and the gold. It's only a 2 color coat, so it's gonna be really easy to do. All these swords as well, I'm taking like some really high res pictures of them, so when we end up doing like the giveaway, they'll be all in display like behind me in the green screen and stuff, so people can see what's up for grabs. But there's been a lot of thinking as well recently behind how I'm gonna run the giveaways for the charity. All of the swords, how they're gonna be up for grabs, is basically, it's gonna be when a £10 donation is done to the charity, in your comments when you put it down, like, you know, when you leave a little comment saying, hey, good job for running the 24-hour stream or whatever, in your comments, if people just leave a comment saying what sword they want to be enrolled for the raffle, it'll be a £10 like raffle ticket for each sword. So if you put £30, you say I want to be entrants for 3 of the swords that are available, then you'll put one on there, one on there, one on there, or you can have I want 3 tickets for that one. That's how I'm gonna run the swords for the charity. Because if I'm honest, I've got a lot of stuff to give away as well to viewers alone. You know, thanks to the guys at Sea of Champions as well. They've sent me a handful of Obsidian 6-pack codes to give away. Plus, I've got copies of the games to give away for Sea of Thieves and a copy of Star Wars Squadrons to give away. So I've got enough stuff to give away to viewers. These I wanted to make incentives for people who donate £10. You're entered to the automatic raffle for anyone you put a comment, which one you put down. If people don't put a comment, I'll still enter them for the raffle. And if they win, then I'll get in contact with them. It's like, hey, you've won this one. Let me know what you want me to send it to, and I'll ship it out to you as soon as possible. But this is all in September. This is like, what, 2 months from now? 7, yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Send it to US. I'll send it to anywhere. I will be paying full shipping for everything. So basically, any subs that happen from now until September, that will be used for covering the cost of shipping. Your birthday, yeah, my birthday is in September as well. So it's kind of like a combo. So I'm doing a birthday / 24-hour charity stream. My birthday is on the 22nd, which is, let me get my calendar, on a Tuesday. I have that entire week off of work, so I may end up doing a 24-hour birthday charity stream. You know, double bubble, because I ain't going out. Not with all this shit going on with the pandemic. But yeah, but I'll be covering all the costs to sending like everything over to people when they win and everything, whoever wins. The codes will probably be Steam codes as well for the game and for squadrons. And then I have the, thanks to Sea of Champions, I have the Obsidian 6-pack codes as well. There's a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of stuff to be given away to viewers and to people who actually donate. Like, you'll get entered for this stuff plus the other stuff I'm still making. So there's a lot to up for grabs in September. There'll be a lot. Let me kick off this Stream Raiders. That one. Hit it. That's a very small arena. Oh my lord. What? Hello, Gaddy. Oh no. Are we gonna get stuck here? Oh no, we got a couple people out. We got a couple people outside. Come on, buddy. Come on, Bunny. Alright, I saw Bunny. I saw Bunny in there. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? You got this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so AI pathing's messed up on the battle. We've still got most units though. Oh, we've still got more people. Guys, stop going outside. Don't go outside anymore. You're going to lose units. Oh, we're going to lose this battle. I'm going to quickly just close it in the meantime. Because it's still going on. And it's going to be going on for a while. But what we're going to do is in the meantime, so I'm going to let that run. Still 25 allies, 18 units, enemies still left in run. I am going to hit up some with a raid. Because I need to go and clean up, get everything sorted and done and dusted. We're gonna go check out our competitor behaving weirdly. You know, let's go show him some love. Let's go show Beardly some love. There's his channel, and let me set up a raid. I got used to this monitor, the portrait mode so much. Raid. There we go. Why doesn't that never work? Alright, let's start it. Let's kick it off. That raid is now beginning. Guys, catch you all so much for catch you all so much. I will catch you all later on. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for all the host, the follows, chatting. Most of all, thank you for your time. This has been a fun build. It's been a difficult build, but I've enjoyed it a lot. And let's go show Beardly some love, and I will catch you all later on. And you know, he is against me a Sea of Champions, so if you can just go to him saying you're gonna lose, that'd be great. Catch you later on. Take care, yo.